Hello, welcome back to Flutter course. In this lecture, I will show you how to create a drop-down list in Flutter. Please open our previous project that we have created using Android Studio. That is Flutter stateful widget, right? Do you remember these codes? This is a text field widget that we have created in our previous lesson. So let's add the drop-down widget below of this text field. What we have to do is create a drop down button and it's including string, right? After, make parentheses and add comma. Please make line spaces inside this parentheses, and first thing we have to do is provide the items. Now you have to create a new list inside this class, right? Let's define as var prices. It is equals to square brackets, and inside this please provide values here. Let's say first value is LKR 500, the second one LKR 1000, last one LKR 3000, right? After, put semicolon to in this code, right? After that, you have to provide the prices here, and we have to map this. Now inside this parenthesis add another parenthesis like this. Now first argument as string, and it is value as drop down string item, right? After that, you have to add curly bracket before the end of this parenthesis, right? And make line spaces. Inside this, you have to provide a return, and it is as drop down menu item, right? This is also a widget. Then it is a string type. Now add parentheses and make semicolon. Inside this, you have to put a value. Let's say drop down string item, right? Now we have to provide the current child here as a text. Now provide drop down string item here also. Great. Now end of this map parentheses, you have to call for to list, right? Add parentheses. Now you can add a comma here and put a onChange method. Now let's create an anonymous function here. When user have changed the drop down list, now we can set the current state. We can use string inside this anonymous function. Let's say string new value selected. That's the string parameter for this onChange method. right? Now let's call for setState. If you press enter for this suggestion, you can create this anonymous function. Now we can use this dot, and now what we are going to do, we have to save current selected value, right? Above these codes, let's create a new variable called var underscore current item selected, right? And let's say default value as 500 lkr 500 as same as this, right? Now go back to setState function and change current item selected value as new value selected, this one, right? After that put semicolon. Right, let's run this application. Open iOS simulator or Android emulator or whatever you need. After it comes, please press this green icon. Alright, this is our drop down list, but there is no default value, and if we select a value here, nothing happening, right? So let's go ahead. For that we have to provide the value property. So below of this on change function, you have to provide the value. Now we can use current item selected, right? That we have made in here, value underscore current item selected, right? Now if we run this, alright, this is our default value. If we select something here, it's going to change, right? I have a recommendation for you. It is better to keep this setState function in a new function, right? So let's create a new one, void drop down list item, change it, and provide the parameter here string new item. So now we can cut this setState anonymous function inside this, right, and paste it here. Now what we have to do, change this new value selected as new item, right? Now in this on change method, now you can call for this function drop down list item, change it, and let's pass this parameter new value selected, right? And after that please add the semicolon here, and let's run our app. That's working again. Now how we can change this icon, let's see. Below of this on change function, now here you can call for icon colon and choose an icon here, icon parentheses, inside parentheses use icons dot, let's say money off, right? If we run this, right, we got this icon now. Now let's change this array by adding new values, right? Right.